But here, let me move this over a little bit. Plus now. Look at the thermal resistance of this stuff. I don't think it's listed. White specific gravity 2.37, thermal conductivity 0.8 watts per meter. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything, but if that tells you anything. But I'm going to use this stuff, which doesn't have anything on it because it came with that heatsink. Alright. Okay, I think that should be enough. Although, see if I can turn this lamp off. Can you see that now? Does that look like enough to you, Jen? Silver gray? Oh yeah, that's the stuff I use. Does that look like enough to you, Jen? A little bit. Because I know it's going to concern you. Can't see 3D. Well, that's a pretty small dab. It seems like it could use some more. A little more on there. I'll put a little more on there. Not a lot. Not a lot left in the tube. Alright. That tube is empty. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a flat little dab. That should be enough. Hopefully. This fan that way. This is also just over the heatsink. Hey Damien, how you doing? Better to make an X? Not from what I've learned. From what I've learned, it's better to... What I've learned, it's better to just put a dot on there. I'll be able to use this. Going in the lock. Oh, that. Well. This is supposed to be a screwless heatsink. Yeah, this is an old heatsink. I've had it for like 5 or 6 years. Actually, probably longer than that now that I think about it. Don't know how it's supposed to work. Doesn't seem to want to. Theoretically, I should clean off that thermal paste and reapply it, but because I know it'll scare Jen. Here. Problem. Kinda needs to work. Huh. Yeah, I guess. Side is in. Side is not. I really like to use this. Like this. Broken. Alright, well. We gotta go with the stock one after all. Oh yeah, that pin is actually broken. I think. Nope, that should work. Oh, I know how that should. I see how that should work now. So it should work. Alright. I'm gonna try that one more time. Okay. Try this one more time. I'm gonna use. Feels like it's just a little out of line. Oh, that one's not in. One corner's not in. The other three are in. And of course, it's the one that's hard to get to. Now it's in. Ah. Perfect. It ain't going anywhere. Ooh. That hurts. Ah, nice, Damien. You bought it. Witcher 3? Sweet. Good call. Alright, so. That's not going anywhere. I finally get to use this heatsink. I paid a lot of money for that heatsink a long time ago. And I didn't get to use it because the other case is a little smaller than this. But now I get to use it. And again, just so Jen sees, This is the stock heatsink. That would just sit on top of the fan. This is the one I'm using. It's much, much bigger. Now I got this one. Kicking around. Got it back in the box. Yes. The motherboard is the Maximus 7 Hero, which, well, you can't see that because it's behind the heatsink. But this is the motherboard manual. Maximus 7 Hero. So does that heatsink meet your stringent requirements, Jen? But the heatsink isn't better than yours or the motherboard? I'm not trying to be better than you, Jen. I know you're insane about that stuff. Gonna put that on the floor? Why would I put that on the floor? That's gonna go here. I'm probably never gonna use that, but it'll be good to have. Okay. I gotta find the adequate power for that. Alright. So that's done. CPU success, hopefully. Didn't see that? That's cool, Damien. Okay, they want to go for RAM next. Which RAM is actually the one thing that I have the most experience with, because I only started building PCs like, oh shit, like 10 years ago now? Wow, I didn't realize it'd been that long. But I've been upgrading my PCs all along. So the first upgrade I ever did was RAM. A little off. Come on, don't do that. But the first upgrade, and this is gonna make you guys remember how old I am. First upgrade I ever did was 2 sticks of RAM, double the RAM in the PC that I was using then, 4 megabytes to 8 megabytes. Today, I'm putting 16 gigabytes in. Oh yeah, this is Damien. This is the Fallout 4 PC. Oh no, it's not the only game. Definitely not. I'm going to be playing Battlefront on this PC. I'm going to be playing everything on this PC. But the primary reason for buying this PC is Fallout 4, because I realized that I didn't really want to play it on console. You know, I played, oh, look at that. Look at those sexy things. I played Fallout 3 on console first, and it bugged out on me, and there wasn't anything I could do about it. So which slots do I want? I think I'll go with the red ones. And then I later got Fallout 3 on PC during a Steam sale. Man, I'm a long way. I'm a long way. Oh. And even though it was a bitch to get streaming, it worked. There. So, you know, when they announced Fallout 4, I realized that I really wanted to play it on PC this time, from the get-go. But that made me think that I did not have the PC to do it. So to play it on PC, I would obviously have to get a new PC. And I started doing some math. And I actually had a bunch of parts already picked out for $1,500. And so it was pretty simple from there. I was just like, yeah, I'm totally gonna do that if I get the money. And then I got the money. So Fallout 4 is the yeah, that's not going anywhere. Fallout 4 is the specific reason, but I'm gonna use it for everything. And now you want me to connect the power? I kind of don't want to connect the power yet. Go back to that. Data device connection. Okay, so that should be... These are the SATA ports. Hard drive. And I mean, this is why a lot of people get nervous about building a PC, but this is really all it is. It's just putting stuff together. And it's not that difficult. Like, a lot of people get nervous about you kind of have to, you know, push things in. Like the DIMMs, you got to shove them down. But that's so they're seated properly. And sure, it can be scary, but this stuff it's built tougher than you think. Installation guide. Where the hell is the drive? Oh, that's... Wow. This is a hard drive? It's so light. And like, that's... Wow. That's gonna go in there? Okay, well, put that back in there for now. This is my first experience with an SSD, so bear with me. How would you glue this to the back? Hey Jeremy, yeah, apparently it is. I'm pretty excited about, you know, having an SSD, but it's tiny. It's like, I mean, you know, look at it. Look at it this way. This is an 8 gig flash drive. I have a 64 gig flash drive that is the size of this. So clearly flash memory has come a long way. But it's still surprising the first time you actually experience it, at least for me. Alright, installation drive. It's all pictures. That's... huh. You can put this in a laptop? Okay, well I ain't doing that, so... There we go. Step 2 is install the drivers? Well, that ain't gonna happen. Oh, that's if you're going... Okay. So I gotta put it in one of these. And then it's just SATA. Wow, alright. It seems way too easy, but... has to be light to be fast, apparently. Okay, so where are those drives? Gonna be those? Put some other screws over here? Apparently not. If I did, they're somewhere else now, but these... what case is this, Jeremy? This is... Yo. This is the Corsair Vengeance C70 in black. It also comes in olive drab. Because it has a cool military theme to it. Where it's got handles on the front, which is awesome. It's got quick release latches on both sides, both side panels. It's got removable screens on the bottom here. I can just right now, but a bunch of drive bays. You can probably see that. Really, really interesting cable management system, which I'm probably going to have a lot of difficulty with because I've never really experienced cable management before. It's all just been like, put it in the case, and if it connects, it connects. Okay, need the drive. Man, it's so tiny. So tiny. Gonna go in this way. So small. Notice I'm not saying that's what she said to that particular comment. For some reason, just thought about 3.5 floppy drives. Yeah, I remember those. I actually remember when 3.5-inch floppies were new, and they were the new hotness. I grew up with 5 1/4s. Come on. Is it hot swappable? I do not think so. No. Come on. Cross threading. Well. I can get that later. Oh, and just in case you didn't believe me. Oh, you can't really see it. Well, I am wearing pants. I don't usually wear pants for my streams. Today I'm wearing pants because it's a special occasion. Come on, Drew. Drew, please. Maybe you're not made for that particular hole? Come on. Oh, alright, so that's not a hard drive screw. Important note. Not a hard drive screw. This is always a danger when you're building a PC. You got so many parts, so many small, tiny parts. Look at these things that you lose. What, Jen? If I could have, I mean, if I could have got hot swappable drives, I would have. I like them, but how could you hot swap drives in this case? Have to be that. Maybe? Well, that screw doesn't fit. Alright, so that can't be it. Probably fit a regular drive. I will, Jen. But, you know, I'm doing stuff. Alright, so these... I would have thought these were the hard drive screws. They are apparently not. Those definitely aren't. Those could be, but they're like 2 inches long. Your SATA cables. Don't need that. Okay, I need some hard drive screws. You're back coding Visual Basic? Really? On purpose? I know you can do better than that. No, right, that doesn't come with that. That's the case. Did I not get my drive screws? Fan screws, fan screws. Those are supposed to be the hard drive screws. Oh, there's separate screws for the SSDs. Can't be those. They're saying the SSD screws are wider. These are the fan screws. Are there two types of screws in this bag? That would be terrible. Did I just not find all the screws that were in with the case? Oh, in Visual Studio? Okay, well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Let me go look in the case box to see if I forgot anything, because I need screws for the SSD. I really do. Nope, there's nothing in there. I'm supposed to have... There. I got 3 bags of screws here. Supposed to have 8 rubber fan mounts, which those are in there. 16 fan screws, which those are in there. This can go over there. 8 long fan screws, which that's those. And then 18 hard drive screws and 12 SSD screws, and they're supposed to be different. This looks like the 18 hard drive screws, but so... Zip tie it? I could. I really don't want to, though. So I might not have gotten the SSD screws with my case. Unless they're the same thing and they're just calling them different things for shits and giggles. Yeah, because he's not fit. And the SSD screws are supposed to be wider, according to the diagram? How many screws are in that bag? I think just 18. It looks like just 18. Yeah, and they don't fit in the SSD, that's for sure. Plus, they're supposed to be fairly similar. Well, I got 17 here. Maybe there's one. But it looks like, yeah, that's the 18 hard drive screws, which that's good. Your SSD is mounted. You can drop an SSD. You can punch it. Well, I'm not gonna do that, Jen. Need to find the other 12, or I don't have them. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Jeremy. That's certainly what seems to me. Which they were supposed to be in that box. Don't want these screws going everywhere. Oh, there goes one. box.
Whenever you are feeling oh so lonely, try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the docks of newly worlds that make.
This is the box that the case hardware came in. Nothing in there. Sure I didn't drop another bag of screws somewhere. Which it doesn't look like I did. This could be a problem. They're not there, no. Okay, so there's those. There.